Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High School, and we are here tonight for the final junior high girls basketball game. Well, at least at home anyway. Here for the 2021, 2021, whatever this is, I don't know. The spring-fall season. At any rate, the junior high season is coming to a close tonight, so we're going to start things off this evening with 8th grade Knights. We're going to turn up the handheld mic so you can hear Mr. Rotifer. Andy Rotifer on the far side is going to do all the talking. So,
all right, we will go ahead and get started with our 8th grade night presentation here. Our first 8th grader is Presley Brandt. You may also take your masks off to take your picture. Presley has played basketball for 3 years and is accompanied by Missy Schwartzbaugh. Our second 8th grader tonight is Kendra Ford. Kendra has played basketball for 3 years and is accompanied by Jeremy and Carmen Ford. Our third 8th grader tonight is Callie Kramer. Callie has played basketball for 3 years and is accompanied by Stacy and John Kramer. Our next 8th grader tonight is Abigail Nelson. Abby has played basketball for 3 years and is accompanied by Gary and Marlene Nelson. And our final 8th grader tonight is Sierra Shannon. Sierra has played basketball for 3 years and is accompanied by Shane Shannon. Let's have one more round of applause for our...
So that is the 8th graders, 5 of them, 4 able to play. We are starting with the 8th grade game tonight, as you can tell. We will do the national anthem next. And then we will do the starting lineups after that. So the national anthem is complete. Mr. Rodford is also going to let everybody come out, the starters come out for tonight, so we'll let him do the national anthem or the starting lineups as well.
We will do first the visiting South Fulton Rebel. Starting for South Fulton, number 3, Hannah Horwell. Number 5, Larissa Carlock. Number 15, Caitlin Standby. Number 20, Lexi Height. And number 22, Haley Hickle. And now, the starting lineup for your Bushnell Prairie City Spartans. Number 12, Presley Grant. Number 23, Sierra Shannon. Number 25, Abby Nelson. Number 45, Kendra Ford. And number 50, Jaden Johnson.
So that's the starting lineups for the two teams. And we're just about ready to get underway with the 8th grade contest. If you're just tuning in, it is the 8th grade tonight. And South Fulton's roster is by grades and not by number or even by name, so you'll have to bear with me as I catch on to whoever everybody is. Hannah Horwittle with the basketball now for the Rebels. Goes into number 22. That's Charlie Pittman. Actually, it's Haley Hickle, excuse me. And a turnover. Will be inbounded for BPC by Kendra Ford. And a timeout's going to be called just that quick by BPC. And we'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And we are back here after the 30-second timeout. Ford going to try to inbound again. Going to get it, attempt to get it. Well, she did get it to Nelson, sort of. It was knocked away by Horwittle. And then Nelson went after it and slid out of bounds, and it's South Fulton basketball. And Horwittle's going to put up the 3 from the right wing. No good. Nelson with the rebound. Going to be picked up by Brandt. And Brandt's going to be fouled on the far side by Haley Hickle. Her first, team's first. BPC to inbound. Down low to Shannon. And she's going to get called for the travel. So it will be South Fulton basketball. Nice look down into Hickle and her first 2 points of the game. First 2 points for either team, actually, and the Rebels take a 2-0 lead. Nelson has it. Horwittle is going to get called for the block. Second foul on the Rebels. First foul on Horwittle. Get to the sideline and cut that off rather than chasing her down the sideline. That time Nelson's going to trip, lose the ball. It's going to be thrown down court. I don't think anybody's going to get to it before it goes out of bounds, though. The steal was by Lexi Height. Trying to track it down was number 15, at Caitlin Stambaugh. Couldn't get there. It's going to be BPC basketball. 2-0 is the score. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. And a 5-second violation, turnover to the Rebels. Rebels with the basketball. Height's going to give it to number 5, Larissa Carlock, and a turnover. Possession back to BPC. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Still going to be BPC basketball. Ford to inbound again for BPC. Brandt has it in the backcourt, picks up a dribble, gives it to Nelson. She's hit pretty hard by Height there. Pass comes over to Ford. She's guarded by Horwittle. Now to Brandt. Brandt still on the dribble with her left hand. The ball goes off her foot, out of bounds. Possession to South Fulton. Brandt had a good look at the lane to the basket there, just maybe a little overexcited. Stambaugh going to bring it up for the Rebels. Not Kessler. That was Carlock with it. Now it's stolen away, and then a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Height. We'll wait and see. It is on Lexi Height, number 20. Her first, team's third. A hard time getting the ball in. Hickle's going to steal it away. Now it's going to be Carlock, or no, not Carlock, excuse me. Stambaugh bringing it up, and the basket is good for the Rebels. Goes off of Shannon out of bounds. Possession to the Rebels. 3:45 to go. Clock's not running. Now it is. 3:45 to go. Shot by Horwittle's no good. Brandt with the rebound for BPC, and she takes it back the other direction. Now a steal by Stambaugh, and her bucket is good, and it's 6-0. Nelson trying to get it inbounds. It's going to be taken away by Stambaugh again. This time a jump ball. Possession will go to BPC as Ford was able to tie Stambaugh up in the paint. Checking in for the Rebels, number 11, Katie Miller. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this. Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School, and bringing this contest as well as Community News Brief. Community News Brief is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the county. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, call in at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. Still in the first quarter, 6-0 is the score. Mason with it. Addison Mason. I believe I might have said Mason got Brandt earlier when Mason got that rebound. I apologize if I did. Shots off, no good. Rebound and a putback, and it's going to be picked up off the floor by Hickle, and she's going to miss the shot, save it back in. Stambaugh's going to track it down to Hickle. Hickle's shot's good. Unofficially 6 points for Hickle. 8-0 the score. Brant with it. Forward for a long two. Bank shot's no good. We go off of standby, out of bounds. Checking in is number 23, Dixie Chenoweth. And they're going to take another timeout for the media timeout this time. And we'll take a break as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. 8-0 is the score. South Fulton with the lead in this 8th grade game between BPC and South Fulton. Helping to bring you this contest is Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center is a branch of the Raritan State Bank located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. Offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, BPC Spartans, Cyclones, and Sparklones. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender. Remember FDIC. Shot was no good. Pass comes down the floor. Height has it, and then they called her for traveling, but I don't know that she really ever traveled. She was dribbling the whole time, but nonetheless, it is a turnover. Now knocking it away is Katie Miller. Possession is going to stay with BPC, though. Checking in for the Rebels, number 33, Lily Lehman. As Carlock takes a seat. And Lexi Height's going to pick up her second foul, team's fourth. Brant inbounding for BPC, gets it into Nelson, picked up by Height. Now Miller's going to take her. Height trips and falls. Had less to do with Nelson's crossover and a lot more to do with getting her feet tangled up. Now it's going to be Lehman, and she's going to get called for the double dribble. She got pounded on the whole way down the floor. Surprised that wasn't a foul on BPC. They're trying to get it to bring it up on the side. That's where it needs to be inbounded at per rule. Brant with it now. She's going to take it down the other way. Shannon with it, and she gets called for the double dribble. Three on the way, off no good. Rebound by Horwittle. She puts a shot up off the top of the backboard and is going to go over. Just a little long. We need to maybe. And it's going to go saved in by Shannon to Nelson. She'll push it up the other way. A little bit of a odd man rush if we were playing hockey, but we weren't. Now Horwittle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her second, team's fifth. Brant with it, has it tipped away. Horwittle's going to come up with it. She'll go back the other direction. And she's going to be fouled from behind. As hustling down the floor was Presley Brant. She's going to get the foul. first on BPC. At the free throw line for the Rebels, number 3, Hannah Horwittle. Free throw is just a little short and maybe a smidge off to the left. 54.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Second free throw is good. First point of the game for Horwittle, unofficially. Ford gets it inbounded from Brandt and takes it up the other way. 50 seconds remaining, and she's right on the sideline, and she's going to get a turnover. So Miller is going to inbound it to Stambaugh, who's back in the game. Backs it out, gives it far side to Chenoweth. Chenoweth now has it taken away on a pass attempt to Hickel. Ford with it now with 36 seconds remaining, and she's going to lose it off her leg out of bounds. And Stambaugh with it. Down the corner it goes to Hickel now, and she can't hold on to the pass. That time it was a good pass from Chenoweth, but Hickel couldn't hold on to it. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Shannon with it now. Goes right side, picks it up, gives it to Ford. Ford to Johnson for the free throw line, off no good. Rebound to South Fulton. Stambaugh with it, and she's going to get called for the carry. It'll be a turnover with 6.8 seconds remaining. Whole lot of action here in the last 45 seconds or so of this one. Not a lot of points, but a lot of action. 6.8 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. And it's going to tip by Miller right back at Brandt, so we'll go right back into it. Shannon with it now with 5 seconds remaining. Stop, pull up a long 3. Bank shot is good for Sierra Shannon. At the end of 1 quarter of play, it's 9-3. South Fulton leads BPC. We'll be back right after this.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. Sierra Shannon, a big 3 right at the end of the first quarter. Cuts the lead to 6. 5 fouls to 1. South Fulton been more aggressive defensively than BPC. Help to bring you this contest is Square Music Company. Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lessons, service, and more. Located at 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. It's 5484. Stambaugh to Miller now. Miller nearly loses it out of bounds. Gets it back to Stambaugh right at her feet. She gathers it up. Now it's going to be shot on the way by Chenoweth. It's off no good. Rebound by Miller. She's going to throw it to save it. Chenoweth comes up with it. She drives the baseline. Tries to get it across, but loses it out of bounds. Carlock was there to take it, but couldn't quite get to it in time. Possession goes back to BPC. Callie Kramer unable to play because of a knee injury. She's over almost acting as a coach on the bench. If you probably didn't see it on the sideline over there that time, but she got up telling people what to do. She's almost like a second assistant over there. And Nelson's going to lose it out of bounds. Possession to South Fulton. Stambaugh. Back to Stambaugh. Carlock's going to, it came off the rebound so weird, or off the backboard so weird, she couldn't get the rebound. Nelson's going to take it back the other way. Nelson is quick. She won the 100, I believe, or got second in the 100 yesterday in the track meet, so she can run. Got down the floor but couldn't finish. Now back the other way it goes. Now Sierra Shannon is going to pick up a foul for BPC. Be her first. At the free throw line is going to be number 23, Dixie Chenoweth. Her first one is in and out, no good. Checking in is Horwittle for the Rebels. And she's going to replace Katie Miller. Apparently, they're making a mask announcement, so somebody's being bad with the mask department. Chenoweth gets the second one to fall, makes the score 10-3. Brandt trying to get it in. Finally does the forward, and it's going to go. I think that actually went off Ford's leg, but they're going to give it to BPC. Brandt to inbound again. And to Ford. Good pick by Brandt. Ford's going to get it down to Nelson. Nice look and almost a good finish. Chenoweth and Nelson are going to tie it up. Be possession to BPC. That was perhaps the best series of offense we've seen from the Spartans, at least that I've seen them play in a couple games I've seen. That was a nice inbounds play, but coming in to knock it away from behind was Lehman. Now it's going to be Stambaugh coming up with it finally. She's going to pull up, give it to Horwittle. Down low to Lehman, and Lehman's going to get called for the travel. .440 to go. 4:41, excuse me, go. Checking back in for BPC is going to be Addison Mason. She's going to replace number 45, Kendra Ford. Through Nelson's hands to Stambaugh. Stambaugh's shots off, no good. Rebound to Chenoweth. Her shots off, no good. Horwittle knocks it around. Chenoweth gets it back. Her shots off, no good again. This time Sierra Shannon comes down with it. Goes back the other way for BPC. Oh, nice look down low to Nelson. That foul's going to be on the floor, but a great look from Sierra Shannon to Abby Nelson. The foul is on number 33, Lily Lehman. Her first, team sixth. They'll be in a bonus the rest of the way, will the Spartans. Nelson looking for Mason, can't get it there. Her pass is going to be taken away by Stambaugh. Back the other way it goes. Shannon's going to beat her down the floor. Can't stop the layup, though. And Abby Nelson got the rebound, and I believe that Mason was standing on her foot, I think. I don't think it was a Rebels player. I think it was actually her own player. Now a three on the way by Chenoweth off, no good. Lehman with the rebound and the putback. First 2 points for Lily Lehman. Inbound struggles continue as Lehman takes a seat. Hickle comes back in. Chenoweth to inbound for the Rebels. 12-3 is the score. Stambaugh to Horwittle to Chenoweth for three. It's off the rim, no good. Hickle tracks down the rebound. She's going to come back out to Horwittle. She'll try three from the other wing. This one's good. Give Horwittle 4 points. And Stambaugh's going to knock it away from Shannon on the inbound. Not getting any separation. Chenoweth knocks it away again. Timeout on the floor, charged to BPC. It's going to be a full timeout. They have used 3 of their timeouts already here in the first half. Helping to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture. They'll be celebrating their 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair, easy for me to say, in the area. For everything you need to furnish a new home or to replenish an old one, stop and see them at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the internet at www.mnbfurnitureiinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street in Bushnell or the drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. So it'll change the inbounder now for BPCs, get a little bit more height. And a baseball pass, Abby Nelson is going to track it down. She's going to go right to the rim. Hickle's there to cut her off, and Hickle's going to get called for the foul, and Hickle twisted her ankle, stepped on a foot. She didn't mean to hit her. She stepped on Abby Nelson's foot and rolled her ankle. Unfortunately, the foul is going to be on Hickle. Taking a look at the foot of Hickle. While they're doing that, we'll take a break. They're going to bring her off the floor right now. Looks like we need to set the white balance a little bit, doesn't it? We apologize, folks. As I said, she just stepped right on Abby Nelson's foot. It was not intentional by any stretch of the imagination. Abby Nelson's going to be shooting a 1 in bonus for BPC. 3:26 to go in the first half. Kendra Ford getting ready to check back in. Free throws off, no good. Stand ball with a rebound for the Rebels. Nice look to Lehman. Lehman shots off, no good. Gets her rebound, put back. Chenoweth with the rebound. It's no good. Carlock with the rebound. And a jump ball. Possession is going to go to South Fulton. Kendra Ford checks in for BPC. She's going to replace somebody. Who's she replacing? Timeout on the floor, charged to the Rebels. It's a 30-second timeout. It's their first of the game. Let's see who comes back out on the floor. Looks like Mason's going to take a seat for BPC. Also helping to bring you this contest is Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking will take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck repair and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support local athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Inbound to Horwittle. Shots off, no good. Bounced around. Carlock with it. Her shot's off, no good. Now jump ball as Johnson and Chenoweth get tied up, and it'll be a possession to the Spartans. Inbounded to Nelson. She's cut off by Chenoweth. Pass is going to go to Ford. Ford now is going to give it to Shannon. Shannon's jumper is off, no good. Rebound to Brandt, and she's going to be fouled. Maybe Carlock. It is on Carlock. Team's 8th foul. It's Carlock's first. Team's 8th. 2 shots coming for Presley Brandt. Shot, first one's off, no good. Mask timeouts. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. It's 2:54 to go in the first half. 15-3 is the score. South Fulton leads BPC. Also helping to bring you this contest is United Community Bank. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you're on the go with online and mobile banking. It's nothing but net. It's a friendly service you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choosing UCB is always a slam dunk. Visit a location near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. And Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone: pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Second free throw coming now for Presley Brandt. Second one is good. Oh, nice pass down low to Lehman. I believe that was Horwittle. Lehman gets her 4th point of the contest. Now Nelson's going to push down the floor, and Lehman kind of gives her a shoulder. And now Presley Brandt's going to pick up a foul for BPC. It's only their 3rd. Brandt's first unofficial. Don't make it her 2nd, excuse me. She's got 2. No, she's got a point. I believe that's only her 1st foul. Stanbaugh brings it up for South Fulton, and she's going to pull up 3. Top of the key is nothing but the bottom of the net. Stanbaugh gives her 5 points. Nelson with it with 2:10 remaining. Kendra Ford now back to Nelson. Still on the dribble. And a steal by Horwittle. Back the other way it goes for the... Oh, what a pass to Stanbaugh. Horwittle's had a couple nice dimes here. And Stanbaugh got another basket. Gives her a game-high 7 points. 22-4 is the score now. Shannon with it now. Back to Nelson. Ford with it. Crossed it goes to Brandt. Oh, she had a look at the 2, but she didn't take it. Now Shannon has it. It's going to be stolen away by Lehman. Shannon's going to beat her down the floor, or try to. She does. Cuts her off, loses the ball, gets it back over to Stanbaugh. Stanbaugh shots off, no good. Ford with the rebound. 1:23 remaining in the first half. Stolen away by Horwittle, and back the other way it goes. She's got Stanbaugh trailing, and now Shannon's going to get called for a foul. That'll be the 2nd on Sierra Shannon. Going to call it on the floor, on the baseline. South Fulton basketball, 1:13 remaining in the first half, 22-4. Into Horwittle, her jumper's good. Horwittle has 6 now. 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute. Nelson with it again. She's going to try and drive the baseline. Just drives and then throws it over her head. Horwittle's going to get the errant pass. A layup coming for Horwittle. Give her a game-high 8 points now. And it's 26-4. Ford with it. Stolen away by Horwittle Normatelli. Now Chenoweth gets the steal on the pass. Nelson's going to track her down the floor. And she's going to put a hand on her, and she's going to get the foul is Nelson. And at the free throw line to shoot to is going to be number 23, Dixie Chenoweth. She's got one free throw. She's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Free throw is good. Second free throw is off, no good. And Chenoweth knew it was off and crossed the line too early, trying to get a rebound. So it'll be possession to BPC, 27-4 is the score. Under a minute to go. Make it 23 seconds, under half a minute to go here in the first half as Nelson walks it up the floor. BPC, well, would have liked one shot. Stanbaugh's going to get a steal. Oh, a nice crossover to the right-handed layup. It goes off, no good. Shannon's going to knock it out of bounds. South Fulton will get another chance with 9.4 seconds remaining. Chenoweth to inbound. They'll get into Lehman. Lehman shots up and in. Lehman has 6, and the shot's off, no good. And that's how we'll end the first half of play. The score, South Fulton 29 and BPC 4. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Junior high basketball, halftime of the 8th grade contest. South Fulton leads BPC 29-4. Go ahead and update to the third quarter while I'm thinking about it. Take the Spartans out of the bonus. Look at the scoring for the first half for BPC. Sierra Shannon has a three-pointer. She scored at the end of the first quarter. And Presley Brandt, who's played a pretty darn good game. She's been all over the place. Had a couple good looks at baskets, got fouled once, went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She's had a pretty good game, in all honesty. Has really shown some improvement throughout the year. So she is got the only other point for BPC. Very even scoring amongst 4 players, and then a fifth has one, actually 2 free throws. but 2 points. Dixie Chenoweth has 2 points. She's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. But a game-high 8 points for Hannah Horwittle. She's also got 3 assists that I can think of off the top of my head for the Lady Rebels. 7 points for Caitlin Stambaugh, who's really came to life there in the second quarter. Lily Lehman came off the bench to score 6. And Haley Hickel, who started but twisted her ankle in the second quarter and is sitting over on the bench with her shoe off and ice on her ankle right now, so she's probably done for the night. She has 6 points as well. 29-4 is the score here at Bushnell Prairie City High School as we're near the halfway point of the halftime session. Hoping to bring you this contest here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell. Hensley Grain has a long family history of taking on an active role in Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your shortened athletic campaign. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Of course, they've been tied to the Bushnell Prairie City School District in numerous ways as well. And most recently, Nathan just got elected to the school board for BPC. So that's awesome to see everybody, whenever anybody can take that kind of interest in the school that they went to. Nathan went away. He coached. He played sports in high school. Then he coached and taught at schools, several different schools. Now he's back farming with the family and a part of the school board. So that's a great combination to have for BPC. Also, I'm to bring you this contest, MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems as well. That's all available in McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. And also Country Financial Agent Shelley Poston and Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Brett Powell is your farm. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to protect you. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote. You can also call Shelley Poston. She'll help you take care of all the things that matter the most in your life. She is here in Bushnell, so make sure you call Shelley Poston as well. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking. Brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. We're going to mess with the white balance on the camera. Hit that a couple times, Miles, that little automatic button. Zoom in on the scoreboard over there. We're trying to adjust the white balance a little bit, folks. Okay, now push it. Now push that. Push it again. Okay, let's try that. See if it's any brighter. Coach Rodeford's over there eating. That might have helped a little bit. Not much, though. We'll work on it a little more as we get between games, maybe. It did help. It did brighten it up some. So shouldn't have changed the white balance, but apparently somewhere along the lines the white balance got changed just a little bit. So. We may have the 8th graders come over and talk. Don't know for sure if they're going to. We're getting ready to start the third quarter of play. Halftime is over. As I said, Hickle is sitting on the far side with a ice bag on her beside Coach Beebe. And Height, who has 2 fouls, checks back in to start the second half. Stambaugh at the point. Horwittle out there as well. Carlock and Lehman. Stambaugh for 3 right off the bat. No good. Horwittle with the rebound. It's off. No good. Lehman with the rebound to put back. It's no good. It's a great box out by Nelson as she just boxed Lehman out of the way. The ball picked up to Shannon. Now Johnson back to Shannon. Shannon's going to look down to Nelson. Nelson's shot is off. No good. Rebound to Horwittle, and Brandt was right there. They got contact. Now Lehman, a nice outlet pass from Horwittle. Lehman's layup is good. And Lehman has 8 points. Nelson walks it up. Now we got 5. A line change coming for BPC. Now Brandt loses the ball, taken away by Lehman. Brandt may have now Height looked for Horwittle. Now that line change is coming in. Sykes. Destiny Sykes is in. Elizabeth Dyfus is in. Addison Mason is in. Riley Griffith is in. And waiting to see what the other number is. It is number 10, Alexis McMiniman. Now a steal, and Height with the layup off, no good. Touchback is Horwittle, and Height's going to pick up her 3rd foul. First of the second half for the Rebels. And instead of taking a timeout, she talked to who she wanted to talk to and sends people back in. So Nelson, Johnson, Ford, and Shannon come back in. Mason stays on the court as Brandt is stretching out a sore ankle on the far side for the Spartans. Now Horwittle with another steal. She tries to outlet it to Stambaugh, who is able to save it. Goes to Carlock. Carlock's jumper's long. Bounced around, picked up off the floor by Lehman. She was fouled. Count the basket, and Ford's going to get called for the foul. That's going to be Ford's first, unofficially. Lehman a chance to complete the old-fashioned three-point play here. She's got 10 points. And unfortunately for BPC, if she gets this, it'll be a running clock the rest of the way. First one's off, no good, so she can't complete the three-point play, and that's a double dribble, but they let her get away with it. Sierra Shannon goes back the other direction. Oh, nice little hesitation dribble. She looks down to Johnson, taken away by Horwittle. Finally, it was knocked away by Lehman initially. She's going to outlet it to Height and just can't quite drop it in where it had to go. Brandt's going to check back in. She's going to replace Addison Mason. Presley Brandt, who's been playing a pretty good game, twisted her ankle on it. Got tripped up a little bit earlier. Good to see her back out on the floor. Now Nelson, wraparound pass to Shannon. Shannon comes up with it, one dribble. Oh, nice look across to Brandt. Brandt's bank shot is up, off, no good. And they're going to say it's off Carlock. And Ford's going to inbound for BPC with 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Into Shannon. Shannon out to Nelson. to Brandt. Brandt back to Nelson now. She is harassed by Horwittle. Now back to Brandt. Brandt on the dribble. And she saw Johnson coming and tried to hold it, couldn't hold on to it. Now Height's going to go back the other way. She's going to do the left-handed layup. Is good. Abby Nelson got a shoulder to the rib cage. That's the second time she's been hit pretty hard. Right in the abdomen area, lower rib cage area. Got the wind knocked out of her, I think. And it's a 35-4 lead. Katie Miller checks back in for Horwittle. Shannon on the dribble to Brandt. And now it's going to be Chenoweth picking up the foul. Dixie Chenoweth gets her first foul. Second for the Rebels. Ford to inbound again. She gets it into Shannon. To Mason. Back to Shannon, or to Ford, excuse me. Her jumper is off, no good. Rebound to Smith. And Ford's going to get another foul. That was kind of like being guilty by association. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time. She put her hands up to the ball just to protect herself from getting hit in the head, and they called a foul on her. 35-4 is the score. 3 minutes remaining. Carlock down to Lehman. Lehman's shot is off, no good. She's going to be fouled by Sierra Shannon now. Her third on Shannon. Lehman will be shooting 2 free throws. Second on BPC. Timeout on the floor. It is the mask timeout. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Welcome back to Bushman Prairie City High School. My eyes aren't the best, but I'm pretty sure that's Maisie Kramer over there holding an ice pack on Presley Brandt's ankle now. We've had more ice used tonight than we have all season long. Hickel over for South Fulton with an ice bag and a towel on her leg. Brandt, who got tangled up earlier here in the third quarter, has an ice pack on her ankle during the timeout. It's 35-4, 2:57 remaining here in the third quarter. And Brandt's going to take the ice off and come back out. Spencer, you should be proud of your niece. Playing pretty tough here in the third quarter of this one. Lehman, 2 free throws coming for the Rebels. It's off, no good as the first. Second one is off as well. Picked up by Brandt. They'll go back the other way, and she has it knocked away by Miller. And Height grabbed it, but stepped on the sideline just as she grabbed it, so it'll be possession back to BPC. Good to see Abby Nelson back in the contest as well after getting the wind knocked out of her a couple minutes ago. Into Brandt it comes. To Shannon, who loses it but gathers it back up. She's going to look at a three. It's good. Sierra Shannon, her second three of the contest. Makes it 35-7. Now Chenoweth's shots off, no good. Johnson with the rebound. She's going to give it to Shannon. Shannon wanted to, and she's going to get called for a double dribble. She wanted to pass it, but lost it when she tried to pick it up. Checking in for South Fulton, number 31 is Emily Abernathy, and number 14 is Madeline Carlock. So Larissa Carlock has been playing. Madeline Carlock is on the floor now. Right down to Height it goes. Chenoweth with the rebound and the putback. Give her 4 points on the night. Back to a 30-point game, 37-7. 2 minutes remaining. Addison Mason getting ready to check in for BPC. Down low, a nice look by Shannon is knocked away, though. Miller has it. Shannon could have got her 4th right there, but they let it go. Miller's going to, well, tries to get it to Chenoweth. Stolen away by Ford. Now to Nelson. Nelson's going to take it down, look for the layup at the other end. She's going to be fouled, I believe, by Miller. We'll wait and see if that's correct or not. It is a foul on Katie Miller, her first. Team foul number 3, excuse me. 3 apiece now. Nelson's free throw is off, no good. Checking in for BPC is Addison Mason. She sat there quite some time. Nelson's second free throw. Not much arc on that. It's a low line drive. Hit the back of the rim. And Sierra Shannon came over and kind of gave a hip check to Chenoweth and knocked her out of bounds, and possession of BPC. Nelson looking down to Shannon, can't get it there. She's going to drive. Now to Brandt. Brandt's going to drive, left hand. And they're going to call a block. That's going to be on Smith as well. Or Miller, excuse me. Team foul number 4. Katie Miller picks up her second. Foul was on the floor. 1:19 to go in the third quarter. 37-7 is the score. Shannon has it. Knocked away, but picked up by, well, Nelson tried to save it again, and it went out of bounds. It was knocked away by South Fulton. Nelson tried to save it anyway, and it's Miller bringing it up for the Rebels now with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. Chenoweth with the shot. It's off, no good. Shannon with the rebound, and the jump ball is going to be called. Possession to BPC. Johnson's going to check in for BPC. Checking in for South Fulton, Emerson Fawcett, it would appear. And number 32 also checking in is Aslan Niemelman. I may be butchering that. If somebody can tell me how to say that correctly, I would appreciate it. Brandt's going to drive, gets it out to Ford, and they're going to call a foul. Another foul on Miller. They've got 4 fouls in this quarter, and Miller has 3 of them. She's working hard. Inbound, and Ford had it knocked back to her, and she touched it while she was still out of bounds. 48.5 seconds remaining. South Fulton with the ball and the 37-7 lead. Miller with it again. Goes into Chenoweth. Chenoweth's jumper is off, no good. Rebound down low. That was number 31, I believe. Emily Abernathy with 2 points. .18 seconds remaining. Brandt to Nelson. Her jumper is good. First 2 points of the game for Abby Nelson. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession to South Fulton with 2.9 seconds remaining. Ford checks out. Shannon checks back in. 2-3 defense for BPC on the inbound. It's going to go to Miller. That's how the quarter will end. 39-9 is the score at the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. Final quarter for the 8th grade game. Coming, setting the stage for you. It's a 30-point lead for the Rebels. Rebels have 5 fouls. BPC has 3. 6 minutes on the clock, and I believe it'll be a running clock in the fourth quarter. We'll wait and see if that is correct or not. Will be Rebels basketball to start the fourth quarter. Miller to Chenoweth for 3. It's off, no good. Miller puts it back up. She was falling away, didn't have much of a choice, throws it out of bounds. In the game is Presley Parker, number 12 for the Rebels. So 2 Presleys playing today, as Presley Brand is now on the sideline with ice on her ankle as Addison Mason took her spot. They call the foul on number 4, Chloe Sutton. It's team foul number 6. Knocked out of bounds. Possession will stay with BPC. It is a running clock. I don't know how you call those other fouls. I don't call that one, but it is what it is. Now Chenoweth shots blocked from behind by Nelson, and now a foul is going to be called. Mason's going to be shooting a 1 in bonus. And I believe Miller is going to pick up the foul again. That'll be her 4th. Spartans are in the bonus, and Addison Mason shooting a 1 in bonus for BPC with 4:23 to go. Clock running here in the fourth quarter. It's off, no good. Rebound to number 12, Presley Parker. Chenoweth brings it back the other way for the Rebels. Miller. Chenoweth. Now Ford's going to be called for the foul. It'll be team foul number 4 on BPC, the 3rd on Ford. Brandt checks back in with a little bit of a limp. Mason's going to take a seat. Nice inbounds pass to Parker. Her shot goes off the bottom of the rim, out of bounds. Shannon will inbound for BPC. Nelson will bring it up as we approach the 3:25 mark of the final quarter, excuse me. Ford looks for Johnson. It's stolen away. Chenoweth on a nice outlet pass is going to have the layup. Give her 6 points. That steal was by number 24, Shelby Heller. So Shelby with the steal and the nice outlet pass. Now the pass knocked away that time, picked up all else on the floor. Shannon is going to be tied up by Parker. Her possession is going to stay with BPC, and that's going to be a timeout as we're under the 3-minute mark here at Bushland Prairie City High School. 8th grade action as the South Fulton Rebels lead BPC 41-9. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this. And we're back at Bushland Prairie City High School. 41-9 is the score. We'll give BPC the basketball back after the timeout. That was the COVID timeout. Pass inbounded, an attempt to get it to Shannon, knocked away by Parker. Also down there was Chloe Sutton, but it's going to be inbounded this time by Nelson. Out to Ford. Ford's jumper is short. It's going to be picked up off the floor by Johnson and tied up by Chenoweth. Jump ball possession to South Fulton. Checking back in for South Fulton is going to be number 1, Emerson Fawcett. She's going to replace Chenoweth, who takes a seat. Chenoweth leaves after coming in off the bench for 6 points and a foul. She had a good second half. And looking in, Miller looking for Parker. Now Parker traveled with it, but they're going to call a jump ball instead. That didn't get changed. So it's going to be BPC basketball with 1:53 remaining. Brandt gets it to Shannon. So here, Shannon's played a pretty good game today, too. Now we're going to have a foul. That's going to be 5 on Miller, I do believe. All 5 of them here in the second half. Miller fouls out with 1:20 or so remaining as the clock is still running. At the free throw line is going to be Abby Nelson. Shots off, no good. Parker with the rebound for South Fulton. She outlets it to Sutton. Sutton pulls up, backs it out. Tries to get it to Heller. She does. Heller's runner is good. Shelby Heller with 2 points. As we're under a minute to go, down to 45 seconds remaining. Shannon. And Parker's going to pick up the foul. That'll be team foul number 10, I believe. Make that number 9. And Shannon will be at the free throw line to shoot the 1 in bonus. It's off, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Heller. Heller gets it back after Shannon knocks it away. She's going to give it to Ford. Ford's shot's off, no good. Nelson with the rebound. It's off, no good. Ford has it on the ground. Parker has it stolen, takes it away from Ford. She's going to get it out to number 32, Aslan Namelman. And that's how the game will end. 43-9 is the final score. We'll take a break and be back with some leading scorers right after this.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our number 1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. We'll look at the scores first for the South Fulton Rebels. Game high 11 points for Lily Lehman, 8 points for Hannah Horwittle, 7 points for Caitlin Stambaugh, 6 points for Dixie Chenoweth, and 6 points for Haley Hickle. Haley was missing the entire second half and part of the second quarter with an ankle injury, hopefully not too bad. Hopefully she'll be okay. 2 points for Lexi Height, 2 points for Shelby Heller off the bench, and 2 points for Emily Abernathy on an offensive rebound and a putback. I didn't add it up, but that should make 43 points for the Rebels. The only person in serious foul trouble was Katie Miller, who fouled out with a minute 20 or so remaining. Lexi Height had 3 fouls for the Rebels also. For BPC, 6 points on the strength of a pair of 3-pointers for Sierra Shannon, 2 points for Abby Nelson, and 1 point for Presley Brandt. At 1 point doesn't say how hard Presley Brandt played, though. She played a whale of a game, hustling all over the place. Banged her ankle up in the third quarter, put ice on it during breaks, and still came out and played the rest of the way whenever she was asked to. 3 fouls apiece for Kendra Ford and Sierra Shannon. That's how this one ends here as the 8th grade season at home ends for the BPC Spartans. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with another feed of the 7th grade game in just about probably 5 minutes or so. We'll be back again. Like and subscribe to our Hewlett Public Pro LLC YouTube page so you can catch up on all the action throughout the area for the BPC Spartans. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.